Hi, everybody. So we're working on this lab today after we worked on trying to analyze the system of collisions and kinetic energy transfer and all of that. And so we're answering this question, or trying to answer this question, like we push this cart, smashes the box, gives energy to the box, and then everything stops. So the question is, why do things stop once they get collided with, in this case? So what happens to that? So we're going to look at something that might be causing it to stop, called a surface interaction. So we know that when this first part's asking us to think about, we see this happening all the time. Whenever we push something, it eventually stops. And it doesn't keep going. Most things, they stop. And so your job is to come up with an example of something like that when you give it some motion, it eventually stops. And then try to talk about why that is. Why is it stopping? So once we answer that, we're going to try to do some experiments with how much force does it take to make something move. And so your job was to take a shoe. I gave you a rubber band. Did this in class for about 20 minutes. And if you didn't finish it, you still got to try to get some data here. And instead of making something move, we're gonna notice how much force we have to apply to make something move. And so this is a shoe. You can't use my data, you got to use your own shoe, but this is the table. So we're going to instructions here about how to set this thing up. And this is called a cow hitch there, and it's a pretty simple little knot. It's not actually a knot, you just loop it over. And this is kind of our little spring scale. And you're basically going to pull it next to a ruler. Now in your assignment book, there's a ruler in your assignment book. So if you remember, you have your assignment book here, and at the last page of your assignment book, there's a nice centimeter ruler that we can use. And your job is very simple. You're going to take a surface like the table. You're going to record that here. We're going to pull on the shoe, and we're going to notice how much do we have to stretch that band out before it starts to move. I mean, this thing, basically 1 centimeter, this thing's moving. So I'd write table in 1 centimeter here. And then your job is to take it and try it on different surfaces. Try it on the floor. We tried it on some wood with your ruler here. We tried it on some bricks. Okay? So that's the basic plan for this lab. That's your job to do for homework. And once you've got some data, there's some very straightforward questions here to answer about the lab you did. Don't forget there's one on the last page. All right, good luck. Hope that helps get you oriented. Thanks.